Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the start, the official start, we can finally say it, of the 3-year Stanley Cup championship possible window. This is the team we're working with here. Evgeny Svechnikov, Nolan Patrick, Anthony Mantha, as always, is the top line. The second line may see some changes. Right now I have Tony Ivani up there just because he's been a clutch player for us. Centered by Dylan Larkin, Troy Gallagher on the left wing, who has also been big. Mitch Marner will center the third line with Ty Ratty and Kozlov on the wings. And Andrew Kopp, Nico Hischier, and Chase DeLeo on the fourth line. Defensively, I think, is where we are solid all throughout. Ty Smith, our high top 4. Ryan Merkley, our high top 6 that we traded for a couple years ago. AJ Augustin, the defenseman we traded for, or drafted number 1 in the draft a couple years ago with Ola Ledden. TJ Brody, who is the newest member of this, and Timothy Liljegren, who could still grow as well. That's where we have, we're solid, and we have room for growth as well, and Matt Murray is still the goaltender. And I believe he's got 3 years left, so he could be our goaltender throughout if everything goes to plan. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get into the regular season here. We got to sim the preseason first. It's hard to say. I doubt this will really be a gauge on what happens in the regular season. We always start off with Florida, and we must have the same preseason schedule every year. So we are going to scout just in case. We're going to hang on to our number 1 draft pick, our round 1 draft pick for now. What did they say? I thought it said 7 goalies. 5 goalies in the OHL. Let's go there for 6 weeks. I do want to get a goalie. A bona fide stud goaltender. And if it means whatever it means to get one, if we can get it in the draft, if we can get it wherever, I will take it. So we start the preseason off with a win, followed off by a loss. Toronto, who was the winner of our division a year ago. Tampa Bay, who kicked us out in the playoffs, beat us 4-1. Not good. 4-1 win. We're 3-2 in the preseason. Make it 3-3. And can we win the preseason? Get off of the preseason on a team that we will see to start the year, and we do. So there's that. See if there's any decent players that get waived here. I doubt it. So let's start this up. Ottawa, San Jose, and the LA Kings in the first stretch here. An overtime loss, but it's a point. And it's a divisional rival there as well. 2 days off before the San Jose game. They are already 2-1. We beat them 7-1. There's the offense that we need. And there's the LA Kings, a 5-4 regulation loss, 1-1 to start with. Arizona, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. Too early to start getting crazy with predictions and whatnot. A loss will not kill you here. Another overtime loss. Usually we don't get overtime so early on. But we do this time, an overtime loss, so another point. Grand Rapids is having some injury problems, but hopefully that does not spread to the big club. Pittsburgh, let's see, what is this guy? Preston Haynes, 79 overall, is a bottom 6. I'll place a claim on him, see if we can get him. 4-1 loss, uh-oh. So the regulation loss is there. So we're getting overtime, we're getting everything right here. Overtime loss, win, loss. That seems to be the pattern, or whatever, in whatever order. Montreal, probably a good team. See what their record is. 3-5-0. They're not a good team. Uh-oh, Anthony Mantha's hurt. So let's see who we have to back him up. We are pretty weak on the right wing. That's the one spot on this team that we could really use some help. And if anybody has to get brought up, anybody has to be traded for, it's probably going to be a left winger. So we're going to have to bring this guy in, substitute him on all lines, unfortunately, and then move. Who's the best right winger we have right now? We'll just move Ivani up. And actually, I want to move Hischier up to the second line for the time being. Keep Eric's neck down there. So Montreal, losing team so far this season. We lose and we get shut out Not good. It's not a great start to the year, but we have time to rebound. We'll be okay. Scout the western part of Canada there. All right. Win versus the Avalanche 4-1. Win versus the Blues 4-1. So there we go. We won back-to-back games for the first time this year. Boston, Tampa, and Buffalo. Got a couple games against Tampa here in a short stretch. So it's going to be important. They're going to be a divisional rival. We got a promotion night here. Anthony Mantha's back, so that's big time. So we can get Eriksson Ek, who did grow to an 80 overall when we put him in the lineup. Thank goodness. But we'll bring Mantha back. No reason to keep him out. Mantha, Ivani, and then I'm actually going to move Hischier up to the third line with Marner and Kozlov just to see if that helps. Best lines in the AHL, 2-1 win, 3 straight wins. There we go. We're starting to get on that roll. Tampa, the team that's plagued the Red Wings for so many years now. 5-2 loss. Yeah, there it is. This team is just Tampa Bay kicks our booty every damn time. Back-to-back games with the Islanders here in this next 3-game stretch. Tampa Bay, can we win against them? There's a home game. Come on, boys. Get something good. Jesus Christ. Another 5-goal output by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Can't win the game. Islanders a good team when we play them back-to-back. I don't like the looks of this. Overtime loss, that's all right. We get a point. And another overtime loss. Well, we got 2 points in 4 games, so worse things could have happened. All right. To finish out the month of November, almost. Chicago, Toronto, Washington. Chicago's 8-8 in regulation. We beat them 3-0. Shutout for Matt Murray, I'd assume. Toronto, winning team. Did we already not beat them? This is the first meeting, right? 5-2 loss. Not too pretty. And now the Washington Capitals, who are 11-6-1, 3-0 loss. Yikes, yikes, yikes. It's not a good start. And the month of November has been historically bad for us. So hopefully once we get to December, it'll bring the team back. Oh, yeah, god damn. 3 straight losses. Don't let it get to 4. Come on, beat Florida. There we go, 3-2 win. That's better. Carolina, beat them. They're probably terrible, right? Yeah, they're okay, but we beat them anyway. Good deal. So that's going to finish off the month of November. We'll take a quick look at the standings just to see where we sit. I don't imagine we're too bad. Early in the season, we're 9-8-4, 22 points. That's good for 6th of the division. Let's take a look at the line, see if there's any obvious changes that need to be made. Marner actually fell down in overall, so that's not good. What's Svechnikov doing? +6. Nolan Patrick's +2 with 10 goals. Good job, Nolan. Anthony Mantha not doing that great, but he hasn't been playing all that much. Larkin's -1. Gallagher's -2, but he is up to 86 overall. Kozlov's -7. Marner's -8. Hischier is +1. Ivani, I'm gonna move Hischier up. See what Nico Hischier can do. Put Ivani down here with Marner. Maybe that'll jumpstart these two. And then the bottom line with Kopp. Kopp's +1. Ratty's -8. And DeLeo is -4. So Kopp is doing good. I don't really want to drop Mitch Marner down and move Andrew Kopp up. But we'll just have to keep our eye on that for now. Ty Smith, -5. Merkley, -9. Oh, Jesus, this is where our defense is the reason we're allowing so many goals. Brody and Liljegren are getting called up. Ledden and Aguason are going to be the bottom pair. These guys have been playing their hearts out. They've been playing well. And I didn't even take a look at Matt Murray, but we know he is the starting goaltender. Matt Murray will not be de-seeded by anybody that's on the roster right now. Nobody that's going to be that good. So we got a 3-game set here. Tampa, can we finally freaking beat Tampa? They've scored 5 goals on us both times we played them. Can Matt Murray show up? Hopefully Matt Murray's actually on the freaking in the game. Come on, beat the Lightning. They're a good team. They're 14-7-2. TJ Brody got hurt. We better replace him. Eriksson Ek's gonna have to come in. Oh no, he's Brody's a defenseman. Oh boy, that's a problem. Do we have anybody on? We'll put Marr in. Why do we have 8 defensemen on this team? Yikes, whatever. Ledden, -7. Aguason, -6. Well, Aguason, you get to get called up. Mark and play on the third pairing with Ledden. Tampa Bay, come on. There we go. Finally beat them. 3-2. And that's a big-time win. Philly, can we beat them? Overtime win, I'll take it. Grand Rapids, who cares? Buffalo, can we win 3 straight? Can we win 3 straight versus the Buffalo Sabres? Nope, no need for this guy. Hey, there we go. Is that 3 wins in a row, or how many wins in a row is that? Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in a row. I didn't even notice. Carolina a couple times in this next stretch. Back-to-back Carolina, San Jose, then 2 days off before we play Carolina again. Brody's back, so we'll put him back in the lineup. We'll go back here. And Mark can come out. Augustin says, nobody's growing on this team. But once we start winning some games, that should help. Come on. Come on, game. Put Brody back in there. We'll start him off on the third line for now. No problem with that. 14-8-2 with the Carolina Hurricanes. We win our 6th straight game. San Jose, they're a garbage team. We beat them. Now the wins are starting to come. We're 14-8-4. This is beautiful. Best lines in the AHL. Who frickin' cares? Carolina Hurricanes. Can we beat them for the second time this week? Nope. 4-1 loss. It's probably Matt Murray's day off, and that ended a nice little streak we were on there. But that streak got us back to a respectable level and a contending record. Vancouver. Where are we going to scout next? Let's just scout right here in the good old US of A. Forwards for 6 weeks. Let's see. Vancouver Canucks. What are they doing? They're a losing team. We beat them. Good job. We got to beat up on the bad teams. Otherwise, we're not going to make the playoffs and we're not going to do any damage. New York Rangers are terrible. Come on. You got... Oh, Jesus. Well, we got a point, but it's a team you really got to beat. That's a team you really got to beat. Back-to-back losses. We see Columbus yet again this week, but it's in our building at the Bell Center in Montreal. Good team. Can we win? Another point. Lots of overtime losses, which is better than the regulation losses. There we go. A 5-0 win and a 3-0 win. Back-to-back shutouts. What the hell is going on? Florida and a couple games with Buffalo. Buffalo's a team we've beaten already this year. And we got a couple games right in a row with them. Florida Panthers. Good team. 4-1 loss. Don't start this now. Don't start losing games now. Right as we approach the All-Star break at the trade deadline. Back-to-back regulation losses. Not good. Buffalo again. This is in their building. There we go. We beat them. I can live with it. I can live with it. We were doing so well in the stretch before that. I'll survive. Philly, Dallas, and Colorado, each with a day in between. We are 18, 12, and 6. We'll take a look at the standings right after this stretch. Lost to Philly. 3 losses, 3 regulation losses in our last 4 games. There we go, an overtime win against a Western Conference team. That's good. Trade block. We might as well put our number 1 pick on here now. It's actually already on here, along with, anybody. Trade value is starting to grow on a couple of these guys. We got Patrick and Svechnikov, both of who are probably untouchable. I don't really want to trade them, but we will add, for shits and gigs, the 2027 and the... Actually, no. No. We'll keep that one on there, but we'll go with the 31 and the 30. Just because those are the picks that I'm trading away, because we're going to be out of here by then. Who cares? We're going to use those to our advantage. It might be cheating, but who cares? Shootout win with the Dallas Stars. Last game we had Colorado Avalanche, a winning team, and we beat them 20-13 in regulation. Kelton Hatcher, blah, blah, blah. Let's check the standings. We got to be close. We got to be better than we were before. Still in 6th, but 3 points out of a playoff spot. That's good. We're at least closing the gap. Matt Murray, I think, grew to an 87, which is beautiful. He faces his old team in the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Let's see if we can beat him. This is at our building, Little Caesars Arena. 5-2 loss. Come on, Matt Murray. Toronto, team we're competing with for a division spot. Gotta beat. There we go. That's a big win. Then followed up by a loss to Columbus. Well, the All-Star game is coming up. It's on the 1st of February this year, and then the trade deadline coming up right after that. I don't necessarily like our chances right now, and we're going to have to browse the trade block here in a minute, see what's available. We don't have to wait to the trade deadline because then you never know, somebody might not be there that you really want on your team. Nashville, Boston, and Florida. Nashville's a good team. Regulation loss. We have way too many of those. Then followed up by a regulation win against Boston, a divisional team, divisional rival. Florida Panthers, same deal. Can we beat them? We get shut out. This team is so freaking inconsistent. Ottawa's playing out of their mind. If we could beat them, that'd be monumental. If we could beat them. There we go in regulation, too. Didn't even give them any points. That's big. Rest of the world, anybody down here? Oh, we got a defenseman. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody in there. But we're going to go get him. The rest of the world, wherever the hell he's from. Winnipeg and Nashville. I don't know how many games I simmed up here. Winnipeg, a shootout win. I think they're a Western Conference team. Are they not? I think they must be. So we beat them. Nashville, who is also really good. Overtime win against a Western Conference team. I will take it. Take it. All right. Ottawa, Philly, and Tampa. Oh, there's them Tampa Bay Lightning again. They love to beat us. Played them in the playoffs last year. Of course, in recent history, when the Red Wings were making the playoffs, I think the last 3 years we've been matched up with the Tampa Bay Lightning and lost every damn time. The Ottawa Senators. The Griffins are struggling, but who cares? Senators are really freaking good. Mitch Marner's hurt. He's out for like a week. So he's going to miss a couple games, it looks like. Who do we have to bring up and put in the lineup? Eriksson Ek, I think, is the only guy. Nobody on the right wing. Yep. Going to have to be you. Hopefully you grow some confidence here. And put him on the fourth line, move Kopp up. Might as well take a look at some line changes here in a minute. After the stretch, we're also going to take a look at the trade block because that's going to be big time too. A couple of wins there against Ottawa. Hey, we beat Ottawa again. Something happening with the Ottawa Senators. It's allowing us to beat them. And 3 straight wins. There we go. So let's take a look at the standings. Are we in a playoff position yet? I don't think we are. Oh, we're tied. And we have a wild card spot. So we are in playoff position. But our offense is going down, so is our defense and our goaltending. What the hell is going on? Is our backup up to 84, or did Matt Murray fall off tremendously? That's frightening. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Goalies. Oh, Matt Murray, yeah. See, Matt Murray's an 87. There we go. Okay, that scared me for a second. Definitely scared me. So let's browse the trade block. We are in a wild card spot if the playoffs were to start right now. This lighting is bothering the hell out of me. That really didn't help. Hang on. All right, let's try that. That's a touch better. Whatever. So let's find any interesting trades here on the block. Some superstars with 1 year left. We're not building to be good for a long while. Ooh, Roman Josi on defense. He's got 2 years left, so he could fall off tremendously in the next couple of years. That, and we probably don't have the cap space to trade for him. No superstars yet. Klinkberg with a year remaining. That'd be a stretch. Eberle's not really what we're looking to get. I mean, he wouldn't be even a starter on this team. Oh, gosh, what a bad deal the LA Kings made. He's going to be paying Martin Jones until he's 40 years old. Drew Doughty. Oh, that could be our trade. Improve the defense a ton with 1 year left on his deal. Granlund, we could get him as well. Mateau is 84. John Tavares with 5 years left. He's 94, though. We might look into that. Adam Earn. Nothing from the Rangers. Nothing from the Predators. Ottawa, I didn't think they were going to be sellers. Voracek at age 36 is only going to fall off. Even with a year left, I don't really like that deal. It's not really going to be a star. Hurdle with a year left at 32. Now that's an intriguing deal, but that's a lot of value. They value him a ton. Gus Nyquist at 36, no thank you. No need to bring him back. And then I think, oh my goodness. With a year left, this 25-year-old goaltender, he's got way too much value for us to even think about acquiring him. Now, this is an interesting one, but it's not worth our while. And then the Winnipeg Jets. So, who was the first trade that we were looking at getting? Roman Josi was a thought, but then there was Drew Doughty. Is he still on the Kings? He is. All right, so let's try this. Trade for asset, what did he have? I think he had 2 years left, but at 91, he's not going to fall off that much to the point that you really don't want to make this trade. Even at 36, yeah, he does have... No, he's only got 1 year left. Okay, so it's even better that way. So you're only paying him for this year. The problem is, I think we're going to have to... We're over the cap by $2 million, so we're going to have to give something up here. Not just the first round pick, which is valued at probably next to nothing. So we would be over the salary cap, and then now we got to throw in our player. So who is going back the other way? Might as well send a defenseman. Merkley, Aguason, I don't want to send. Merkley's up to an 87 at 25 years old. Ledden is growing. Liljegren. I mean, Marr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could send Marr the other way, and that would just make our defense just studly. Minus Liljegren, who just hasn't grown for whatever reason. Let's see if this... Oh, man, we're still over the cap because he is pretty damn cheap. All right, what do we have to send? You don't think there's any way we could get rid of that contract that's plagued us for a couple years now with James Van Riemsdyk? LA would have more than 50 players. Let's take Marr out of the deal. I don't think there's any way this goes through. Yep, didn't think so. So JVR's not going to do it. So we got to cut cap space somewhere else. This still sorted by cap. Good deal. And it doesn't even have to be anything sizable. Like Eriksson Ek, he could do it. Doesn't get us under the cap, even though that's $3 million. Ugh, it must have a small cap figure. Ratty. I mean, it's got to be a defenseman. It's got to be a defenseman. Now we're in the guys that don't make a whole lot. Let's throw Fedorov in here along with DeLeo and see where that puts us. Still over the cap. Man, James Van Riemsdyk, I mean, his contract is absolutely killing us. I mean, there's no other way around it. This contract was the worst one we've ever done. He's 79 overall and making $8.8 million. I mean, they're just looking to cut salary here. We are under the cap and more than 50 skaters in the organization. All right, take on another garbage skater. Jimmy Vesey. Really? It's too expensive, especially for what we're trying to do. So it's league approved. I doubt this goes through because JVR's involved. Yep. So we still have to cut cap space somewhere else. It's just so it's so hard to do. $8.8 million that isn't even on the NHL roster. What about Brody? Now Brody could go the other way. These guys wouldn't even be necessary. They're interested in both of these guys. Brody could be the defenseman he replaces. We'd have to move down a couple players, which means we just acquired Drew Doughty. Let's see. Do we have to call him up? Nope. He's a bona fide stud already. How many? We have to fix the roster somehow here. Don't know if it's just gonna make me auto fix it, isn't it? Yup, sure is. This game is frickin' broken. So we sent down Mar. Alright, but we are under the cap. Alright. Well, let's see what that did to our defensive rating. Or do we have to put him in the lines? Oh, nope, that made our defense studly again. So, we're not going to be done. We're going to go ahead and try to acquire somebody else. We still have those future draft picks to acquire or to trade away that can probably get us somebody pretty damn decent if we just pile them together. We could put really all 5 of these into one player if we really wanted to, because we're not going to need first round picks anymore. We can just blow this team up for the future to try and acquire something good. We're going to have to send a player the other way to make the cap room. But is there anybody young that is just absolutely out of their mind? Let's take a look at the stats here. We're going to be looking at player stats. Offense is really what I'd like to look for. But if we can't get it, I'll take defense too. I will take the defense. So let's find out young players that are making next to nothing. This guy. How about you? Oh, no, he's making a lot of money already. Philip Forsberg, he's going to be too expensive. Tavares is going to be too expensive. You're probably on a big-time deal already. Yep. Stamkos at 36, making damn near $10 million. Even that guy. Galchenyuk, Gaudreau, Kemp. Vladimir Tarasenko is 94 overall. You got to be making $10 million. He's not. Daniel Sprong. We're looking for young guys. How about rookies? Rookie skaters. Let's sort it by this. Well, this guy is just apparently tearing it up. I don't know if he's just breaking the simulation or what he's doing. Russ Malhotra, he's making next to nothing. 82 overall, 30 points. Is he the guy we go after? From the Calgary Flames, let's see how much they value him. They probably value him a ton, right? What if they're looking to get rid of him? I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. Whoops. Calgary Flames. Some guy named Malhotra. Not Manny. He's probably got full value, huh? No. Oddly enough. So somebody's going to have to go back the other way. And the good deal is that after this year, James Van Riemsdyk is out of here. He's only got a year left. So even if he retires, which he probably will, oh, Jesus. It just creates a whole brand new hatred for me and that player. All right. Let's see. How many draft picks is this going to take? Probably take the 31, and if we add in a 31 in the second round, but we still have to shed some cap. So just any skater really should be able to do it. They're interested in Strumbalumbalopoulos. That didn't do anything for the cap. I think we got to take somebody that's on the NHL roster. Mar. Who do we go here? We have a lot of centers is what we have. Andrew Kopp. They're interested in him. Let's see if this goes. Malhotra, the young elite player who is scoring goals with the best of the rookies in the NHL, for a first-round pick in 31, a second-round pick in 31 at Andrew Kopp. Trade accepted. So, we're going to put everything into this off-season. Or this trade deadline, I guess. All of those assets, it's basically, we're going to have what we have. I just can't. When at the end of this year, we're gonna have $8 million in salary that we could put towards somebody else, which is absolutely beautiful. All right, who do we have to give up here? Eriksson can come out in favor of, what was this guy? Is he a left winger? Oh, it sent him down to the freaking AHL, didn't it? Go to roster moves. We gotta call him up. No, where is he? Is he in the lineup? I guess he must already be in the lineup. Oh, Jesus, come on. This game is so freaking slow. Move down. Edit lines. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, he is in there. This bottom. This bottom is not pretty. Let's see what we can manage here. This trade deadline is not over. Still acquire another forward or two to get this team over the hump, over the edge. So who was intriguing to us? For Toronto, no, he's been on the team before. He did nothing for us. Klinkberg was an intriguing one. Eberle now. Martin Jones. Granlund. John Tavares at 94. Now this is where the cap space problem comes back into play. We'd have to cut $3 million in the cap, which is going to be very difficult to do. Especially because we got so much money tied up elsewhere. So it's going to take these draft picks. How many first round picks do we have left? We've got this one and this one that I'd be comfortable giving up. But we still have to shed the salary. Which, if we're shedding salary, then, I mean, we're going to be, I don't know who to trade away here. Larkin, Marner, not Nolan Patrick. Trade away Mitch Marner. That's still, oh, just barely doesn't put us under the cap. John Tavares. Who else do we have to put down? Who else has to go? What about you? Still not below the cap. Oh, Jesus, this game. Frickin' Jesus. Why would it jump up to the middle of the list when you're just trying to jump back up? And see, the problem is there's nobody in the AHL down here. All of these guys are just studly players. I mean, they're all NHL players. So it's going to take trading away somebody. A defenseman. Doughty, Merkley, Smith, Ledden, Augustin, and Liljegren. I mean, they're the guys we're paying. They're the guys we're paying. So it doesn't really make sense. Doughty, Merkley, Smith, Ledden, Augustin, Liljegren. I mean, the only guy that I could see trading away would be Liljegren, and I don't want to do that. What about our goalies? 87 and an 83. Hakana is still not ready. And we don't need to be trading away goalies here. Tavares, come on. We gotta be able to cut the cap to get this guy. Gotta be able to cut it. Let's just trade away 2 guys with next to nothing. If we can. You and you. Does that get us to... Jesus. Who do we have to give up in this deal? We're already giving up Marner. Or are we? There we go. Nico Hischier. And Marner's hurt right now anyway. Gosh. Look at how close we are to the cap. Ah. You. Anybody. You to get us under. Please. Oh, this would... Wait, this would actually go through. Hang on. How much will it let us be over the cap? Ah, that'd have to move down a couple of them. Well, that's not a good deal. Augustin, Hischier, and Eriksson Ek would have to get called or moved down. I just don't know if this is the trade. I can't pull the trigger on it. I have a bad feeling about it. He's an older player, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we're going to move on from that. He's still on the Islanders, right? What else was there? Was there any other trade block guys that we were interested in? I don't think so. Hurdle, but he's way too expensive. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody? Should we go back and get Tavares? Is Tavares gonna be... Could he be a big player for us? Here's something I don't hate. Got no value with him. It'd be an improvement. Again, we got to cut cap space. So, he's a center. So, let's see. Oh, Jesus. Still over the cap, huh? So we'd have Patrick, Larkin, Marner. Jesus Christ. James Van Riemsdyk is killing us. I think that's just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to roll with this. Sim up to the trade deadline. Oh, Jesus. I wish we could have gotten that deal done. But it's just not going to happen. So next 3 games. And that's great. Mitch Marner's back. So that's big. That'll get Erickson Ek out of the lineup. Let's move Marner there. What about defense? Doughty's on the top pairing with Merkley. He is plus 20. Merkley is minus 1. What about Ty Smith? Well, our defense has been playing better. Let's move Liljegren up. And then Matt Murray's still the goaltender. Okay. Beautiful. So the Islanders, winning team. We win. Let's hope these trades that we just made help out. Calgary, some overtime games, but we get points in all 3. I will take it. Griffins are starting to win a little bit more. 30 wins on the year. If we can get to 45, I feel like we'd be in good position. Win against Boston, loss against Arizona is probably a day off for Matt Murray. Win against Tampa. Minnesota, Chicago, and Dallas. Jesus, Marner. Gotta stay healthy, my dude. Otherwise, I am gonna trade you away. Jesus. I don't know what to do with Marner. There we go. 5-2 win with the Minnesota Wild. Chicago, they're a struggling team. Gotta come out, well, with a point. We're playing better. I mean, the trades seem to be working. We'll simulate up to the deadline. Gotta do something, right? Look at all those days off. 5 days off. We're not historically very good when we have long stretches of days off. Minnesota Wild, they're garbage. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? I don't even know what we did. We'll check that in a minute. Marner's back. Good deal. Put him back in. He's our second best center. Put him back in on the third line. 7-3 loss with Edmonton. Not pretty. Come on, Winnipeg. Nah. If anybody else offers us something with like a superstar. There we go. Shootout win. So it is the trade deadline. Let's take a look at the standings. That last little bit has to put us in playoff position, right? Leading the division. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. With 80 points. Boys, we're standing pat. Next year, we'll have $8 million of salary to work with. Once James Van Riemsdyk is done, let's get this regular season over with. Now that's a big injury. He's only out for a little bit, though. So on defense, gotta put somebody in here. I know we have the defenders in the AHL to call up, and that'll help us out. In the system, we have Mar. Jeez. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This game is so freaking stupid. I guess we got to go best lines and probably put a forward in on defense, right? Yep, friggin' Russ Malhotra is playing defense. Yep, great job, EA. Because I can't send anybody down because your shit is broken. It's ridiculous. Edmonton. If we start losing games now, oh dear Lord. Toronto. Yep, here it is. Here it is. Because we couldn't bring up a defenseman when somebody got hurt. 3 straight regulation losses. Thanks, Gabe. We can't choke this away here. Can't do it. 4 straight regulation losses. Dude, we need this player back. There we go. Thank God, Ty Smith. Oh, thank God, Ty Smith. Get this shit over with. Ty Smith back in there. None of these players are freaking growing. Alright, Merkley is back down to an 86. He's -5. Doughty is +17, but it is down from what he was when he joined the team. Ledden, you're going to get top defensive pairing. Smith and Liljegren. What about Augustin? He's only +1. Merkley, you can play down here. So there we go. Keep it going. Get some wins again. Can't lose 5 in a row. Can't lose 5 in a row in regulation. Well, got a point. Whatever. It's Chase DeLeo. Whatever. Replace him. There we go. Win. Beautiful. 3 more. Anaheim, Vancouver, and Calgary. That stretch was really bad. Can't let that snowball. Oh, Jesus. This month of March has been terrible. Vancouver, we win. Calgary, stop it. We need to change this shit. We're probably out of playoff position now because we just... Oh, God, we're still leading the division. What is going on in our division? I don't even know. Offense is at 94. Defense is at 90. I mean, is it enough to win some games and get us into the playoffs? Mantha, I'm going to bring you up. Move Gallagher down with Marner. Marner's -24. Kozlov's -25. Move Larkin up. What about Ratty? Ratty's getting moved up. Jesus, Marner. I mean, if we can bring up anybody. Malhotra, you're coming in for Ivani. Ivani can play down to the bottom line. And then Ledden, +3. Doughty's now dropped down to a +14. And then these guys are still what they are. Oh, boy. All right. Hopefully that changes things. We get the players that are playing well. More ice time. Come on. Let's get this done. Let's do the business. 3 more games. Florida, Washington, Boston. We're still leading the division, but that doesn't mean anything. Win the game. Chase DeLeo, we'll just continue for now. I'm happy with what we got. Florida, 3-2 loss. Come on, Washington. No back-to-back. Oh, Jesus. 3 straight regulation losses. Guys. Wrong time of the year to be playing your worst hockey. Boston, 3 days off before it. Come on. No 4 straight regulation losses. No, don't do this to me. Frickin' get away, Grand Rapids. There we go. Back. Winning games. Beautiful. 2 games here. Montreal and New Jersey back-to-back. A couple of back-to-backs in 2 weeks. Montreal is a win. Shootout loss. All right, let's see where we are. With, I think, 5 games remaining, we are 3rd. Oh, Jesus Christ. 5 points behind us is Boston, but we are 2 points out of 1st. So, oh, geez, this is setting up for another series with Tampa Bay. I can just tell. We don't have to play them again, though. Let's do this shit one by one. 4 days off before we play the lousy New York Rangers. At one point, their record was 7-20 on the year. Can we win? Can we finish strong? Go to hell, Grand Rapids and Kelton Hatcher. Whatever. All right, come on. Get this first one. The Rangers were terrible. I mean, it's a point, but whatever. We can't start losing games now. Ty Ratty. Guys, no. That's our second line guy. Who can play? DeLeo, I guess it's got to be you. But I don't want him there. What's Kozlov doing? He's minus 27. Marner is now minus 26. That move down didn't even help them. Malhotra's only minus 2. Malhotra here, DeLeo there. See if this works. 2-1 loss to Boston. Hey, that's a team we're competing with for a wild card, too. Alright, we're still in the 3rd spot. Tampa Bay, still doing what they do. Still winning games. Ottawa, probably the leaders in the division. If we can win this game, go a long way. Not a strong finish at all by the Detroit Red Wings. And we got 2 games left. I don't even know if we've clinched the playoff spot yet. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Not confident in this team at all. Montreal, they're terrible. We have to beat them. We're 1 point away from being out of the divisional spots and into the wild card spots. And I think, do we have a game with Buffalo still remaining? I thought we did. No, we don't. All right, 2 games left. Get a win against Montreal. That'll probably get us in the playoffs. They're terrible. 6-1 win. Beautiful. So we've qualified for the playoffs. See if we can beat Toronto here. I think they're gonna miss out in a 3-2 win. So let's see where that put us. Probably gonna put us 3rd. Yep. 3rd. Might as well do the playoffs here. Same team that kicked us out last year. Let's edit the lines and make changes if necessary. Svechnikov on the top line. Oh, yep, that's right. I forgot clear stats. Whatever. We'll just we'll go into it with the lines that we have. And if there's any glaring problems, then we'll change that. All right. Game 1 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. For the 2nd straight year, it's like 2013 to 2015 all over again, man. They're here again in their first round of the playoffs, as always, it seems. All right. Let's see. Get the first goal. Get the first goal here in Game 1. Early shot advantage, power play, but the Lightning kill it off. Come on. Can we fight our demons and make it to the 2nd round? I don't think we made it to the 2nd round in this GM mode. I don't think we made it to the 2nd round. So after 1, no goals, 11-9 are the shots for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Come on. Come on. First goal. Power play. No. Yes, Mitch Marner. Oh, all those minuses. He finally got something. Mitch Marner on Vasilevsky with 12:54 to go in the 2nd period. I don't know if it was a power play goal or not. Nolan Patrick on the top line on Vasilevsky. We might just have it. Winding down in the 2nd period. No late goals. And there we go. 2 goals right around the face-off dots for Patrick and Marner. All right, 2-goal lead. They say it's the worst in hockey, but I'll never say any lead is bad. Matt Murray's playing out of his mind. We're playing well on defense. Power play for the Lightning. Oh, killed off. Beautiful. Halfway to go here in the 3rd. Can we take Game 1 on their home ice? Matt Murray's playing great. Late stages. Nothing happening, and there's the empty netter, Nolan Patrick, and we are going to shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning in Game 1. That is fantastic. My lines worked somehow, some way. We weren't able to make any changes here. And let's see, who came up big? Mantha, Patrick, Svechnikov, that top line. Aguason and Doughty. My defense was actually pretty good, too, chipping in on a couple pluses there. I love it. All right. Now, if we can take both games here, games 1 and 2 on their home ice, that would be huge. Heading back to Detroit. Let's freaking see. Grand Rapids, who cares right now? Best lines. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs. Sim game number 2. Yes, go ahead and sim my AHL affiliate. Who freaking cares? All right. No early goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. No early goals. Get the first one. Power play killed off. There it is. Svechnikov the top line again on Vasilevsky about halfway through the first from an odd angle right along the boards. Nothing yet for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Late stages, we're out shooting them 10-7. 4 periods of shutout hockey for Matt freaking Murray. Well, second period, you just feel a goal coming from the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're too good not to score. Power play goal for Dylan Larkin, who scored the first 5 goals of this series. This is getting crazy. Nothing happening for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Power play, a long one. There it is again. Svechnikov, he's got 2. 3-0. And the second period. Oh, nope. Tyler Bertuzzi's coming back to bite us. Then Nico Hischier in the final minute. What a crazy end of the period. 3 goals in the last 6 minutes. Svechnikov, Bertuzzi gets the first goal of the playoffs on Matt Murray, and Nico Hischier, who I believe is on the 4th line, chips in a goal with under a minute remaining. 3-goal lead. Power play right to start off with, but it's killed off. Power play for the Lightning. Can't let them score here. Another power play. Jesus, what's going on here? Halfway through the third, we're out shooting them by a ton. How on earth are we matching up well against this team? We never match up well against this team. But it looks like we're going to come away with a Game 2 victory, and we are up 2-0 in the series. This never happens. This never happens. What's going on? All right, points. Who did it? Svechnikov had 3 points. Gallagher, Nolan Patrick. Anthony Mantha didn't do much on the top line in this game, but he did pretty damn well in game number 1. So no line changes. We're going straight in. We're going to do this again. 1 goal allowed in 2 games is fantastic, and I can live with it. Each of these teams lost in regulation 29 times, so they're actually a lot more even than you would think. Just the pucks didn't bounce in for the Red Wings in the overtime periods. Here we go. Game 3 in Detroit. Get the first one and absolutely take their heart out. We're out shooting them again in the early stages. Halfway through the first, Steven Stamkos, you figured it was a matter of time. Matt Murray, not able to stop that one, but he's played pretty well in this series. Only the second goal he's allowed in now 7 periods of hockey, and we will go into the locker room after 1 trailing. All right, shots were 9-8 in the first period. Shots were pretty damn even. Gotta get the next one. You don't want to fall down 2-0. Vasilevsky's been playing pretty well lately. There's Malhotra, the trade deadline acquisition. The rookie somehow finding a way to get that one past Vasilevsky. All right, next goal. Late stages, second period. No late ones, and we will go to the third tie. Chance to take command of this series. Shots are 18-16. We're out shooting them. Matt Murray's played great this series. If he could just play great here in the third. Under halfway. It's already overtime now. 1-1. There it is. Ratty gets the goal. It's 2-1. Come on, hang on. They did it. We're up 3-1. Oh, this is 3-0. This is the first time this has ever happened. We're going to have a chance to sweep the Tampa Bay Lightning out of the playoffs. All the demons over the years. Nobody had more than 1 point. Drew Doughty had an assist. Kozlov, Liljegren, the defense chipping in. Russ Malhotra. Somehow, the rookie gets a goal in 13 minutes of ice time. Only had 2 shots on the night. One of them went in. So we will go to Game 4 with a chance to sweep. I was planning on doing some other streams tonight, but apparently this is going to be it. Oh, amateur scouting. Yep, great time. Great time for that. Defense. Give me that. Give me that rest of world defenseman. AHL regular season is over. I don't know if the Griffins made it, and I don't really care. Game 4 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's get it. Can we finally exercise the demons? No early goals. No early goals against Matt Murray. Power play. This seemed like a long one, but no goals because of it. And there's Prince, whoever the hell he is, about halfway through the first period on Matt Murray. Tampa Bay Lightning score first for the second game in a row. They're out shooting us late stages of the first. No goals yet, and no goals in the first period in Game 4. Get the next one. You feel like we're in good shape. Power play, but it's killed off. Halfway through the game, still no offense. Shots are about even. Matt Murray's got to stand on his head. They're getting a ton of shots now, 19-15. Late stage of second period. Andrei Vasilevsky's playing great, and nothing has beaten him yet. Third period. If we have a good period, if we win the period, we'll have a chance to sweep. Power play killed off. There we go. Get the next one. You get the next one, you dishearten them. You really put them back on their heels. Power play killed off yet again. Vasilevsky must be standing on his head. They keep taking penalties. It's going to eventually. And late stages, and that will do it on game 4. A 1-0 shutout. Couldn't even get one for Matt Murray, and he's going to take the loss. It's a little bit disheartening on that. Who was on the ice when it happened? Friggin' fourth line. Or third line. I don't know. But Drew Doughty, one of our best defenders, two-way defenseman, wasn't able to stop that one, and neither was our elite goaltender, Matt Murray. All right, so we don't sweep, but we still have a good opportunity. We won the 2 games in Tampa earlier in the series. We don't want to push this to 6 games. We're going to win it here. This team is good enough. The first 3 games were not an anomaly, I promise. Let's get the first goal. Early power play. You can't be doing that. They get a whole bunch of shots because of it. What is up with the penalties we're taking? There it is, Tyler Johnson. Only a matter of time. We just kept taking penalties. Maybe that'll wake the team up a little bit. That's 4 straight periods now for us of scoreless hockey. 1-0 on the Tyler Johnson goal. Get the next one. They're out shooting us. Not good. There we go. Dylan Larkin finally break that shutout streak, but Tyler Johnson, not even 20 seconds later, Tyler Johnson has 2 goals. Man. Right in on Matt Murray, too. But there it is, Nolan Patrick. Top line chipping in again at a power play. Right in on point blank on Matt Murray, or on Vasilevsky there. That's what it seems to be the spot today. And it is tied 2-2 heading into the third. Just win the period. Just win the period, boys. Is that a shorty? Howden somehow got that right as we took a penalty. And Nikita Kucherov. Yep, here we go. Power play. We need to score here. We even have a chance. I don't think we're going to beat Vasilevsky 2 times in 6 minutes. Don't think it's going to happen. Empty netter, I'm sure, will be coming. And no empty netter. But series is getting interesting now. It's 3-2. Do I need to make some changes? Just to spark this team, DeLeo, Kozlov, and Marner. More minuses for them. I'm going to drop them down to the 4th line. They are an absolute liability defensively. And this is not the time of year for defensive liability. So Marner, especially, unless Hischier is a whole bunch of negatives too. Nope, Hischier is a plus. Marner is -3. I'm going to move Marner down. DeLeo, he's -3. What about Ratty? He's +1. Move him up. He's a higher overall anyway. And Kozlov is -2. Ivani is nothing. So we'll move Ivani up. We'll just make the straight-up change. Move that to our 4th line. Maybe that sparks him. What about defensively? Doughty, he's even. Ledden is even. Liljegren's +4. Aguason is +3. Merkley and Smith are probably going to be the negatives, and that's why they're down on the bottom pairing. Got to get more out of them. And Matt Murray, .949 save percentage. I mean, there's not much else he can do. He's playing absolutely incredible. Goals against average under 2. We just got to play better for him, and hopefully moving that Marner line down to the 4th line will do so. Game 6. You do not want to take this to Game 7. I want to take care of it on home ice and move on. Move on with our lives. You know, you don't want to have the backs against the wall for Game 7. Radish early. 2 minutes in on Matt Murray. Power play. Nothing. Power play's not been coming through. Savard, and it's 2-0 from the friggin' goal line. Matt Murray must not have been hugging the post. There we go. Nolan Patrick gets us back in it. Nolan Patrick gets us back. We're going to be okay. Late stages of the first. Nolan Patrick got a goal in on Vasilevsky, and an odd angle goal. We'll just call that one was Savard. Just a fluke. Gotta Got to tie this game. You do not want Tampa Bay to take another 2-goal lead and to be a scary proposition. Halfway through the period, nothing yet. We need a power play. We need something to spark this team. And nothing is happening. Third period upcoming, and we're trailing with Game 7 looming. We're out shooting them terribly, though. This has got to be the game. 26-18. Get the shots, boys. The momentum, you can see it. That shot total is closing up. Vasilevsky's made 30 saves. Power play. Get it. Power play for the Lightning. That could end it, and it's Radish again. Third frickin' goal for Radish. And there it is. 4-1. And we have Game 7. And it's in Tampa. I don't know what changes to make. Liljegren, Hischier, they are the liabilities. Ratty, Augustin, Doughty, Ivani, Kozlov. It's really a spread out problem in that one. Just no goals these last few games. So the offense has disappeared. Where's the offense from the first game? We cannot get bounced here again. So the goaltending we were getting, 3-0, 4-1, 2-1, has faltered a little bit. Matt Murray, it's not his fault, but the last couple games he's allowed 4 goals, but our offense hasn't been there either. So let's take a look at the line changes. We got to do something. We got to do something to spark this team. Get this team going again. If that means changing things up, putting Larkin on the top line, we will do it. Get Larkin and Mantha playing together. Malhotra, he's +2. Let's see. Sniper, power forward, sniper. This might be a little bold. I'm going to move Larkin to the top line. What's Mantha's face-off? 65. Who's got the best face-offs here? Could be Gallagher. Yep. We're going to move... I'm going to move Nico Hischier to the second line. Put Mantha on the wing with him. With Malhotra. Gallagher can center the third line unless there's somebody else who has better face-off stat. Nope. So Gallagher can center the third line, and Marner can stay... You know what? We're going to move Marner up in favor of Ratty. Malhotra can stay up there. Marner can play on the wing with Gallagher. And then defensively, what the hell do we do here? Ledden hasn't chipped in offensively. Doughty is now -1, but I'm not changing him. Liljegren has 4 assists. I'm going to move him to the top. Oddly enough. Merkley, -3. Ty Smith, -1. Augustin is just going to have to be the middle. That's just going to have to be it. And let's see what Matt Murray's stats are now. .933 save percentage, 6 games played, goals against average still under 2. It's not his fault. Let's see if this can be it. Can we exorcise the demons? One final exorcism against the Tampa Bay Lightning to move on in the playoffs for the first time. We haven't made it out of the first round in any of our playoff appearances. So you just don't want the early backbreaker. No early backbreaker. Did you hear what I said, guys? Did you hear what I said? Apparently not. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Andre Palat. Power play. The power play's been so garbage. Last 3 games. Now it's the last 4 games. It's spreading into 4 games. And Matt Murray again allows the early first period goal right into the second period at Savard. We're going to blow a 3-0 lead. Savard made it 2-0. If they get another one, it's over. Victor Hedman, it's 4-0. It's Prince. It's over. We just blew a 4-0 lead. This is unbelievable. I don't know how to beat this team. I don't know how to beat this team. A shutout in Game 7, and our team absolutely shit the bed. Nico Hischier, that didn't pay off. Ivani, Malhotra, Mantha, Marner, Merkley, Smith, all -2. I've run out of idea, guys. We got 2 years left to win this thing, and we got to have a big off season. That's for damn sure. And we're gonna shake things up because this team, in its current state, is not capable of winning the way it is. So we'll figure that out next time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.